Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're continuing What If Rick Was Never in a Coma? So let's get into it. So we see Shane traveling all on his own. In case you guys haven't watched the other part, Shane got kicked out. Shane sees this man staring at him, and this man would say, "What are you doing in this area?" And Shane replies, "Who are you? And why the hell are you here?" And Shane gets out a shotgun and aims at him. And Shane stares at him dead in the eyes. And he starts laughing, and the man starts laughing. And he addresses himself as Simon. And he tells Shane to look behind him. And Shane looks behind him and he sees someone he didn't expect to see. The governor. And keep in mind, the governor joined the Saviors much earlier than Shane. The governor smiles and tells Simon that he knows this guy. And Simon would say, "How do you know this guy?" Because Simon doesn't really know the governor much, but he does know that the governor is a good part of his community. Negan's community. Governor would reply, he's one of the people who took his eye and destroyed his community. And Shane is just kind of confused, like, are they going to kill him? What are they going to do or something? So, yeah. And one of the other saviors, Gavin, comes out of the woods, and he would say, "Come on, let's just bring him to Negan." And in which Shane would say, "Who the hell's Negan? And where are they bringing him?" And Simon would tell Shane to just shut up and they'd put him in their car and tie him up, maybe, I don't know. And eventually they arrive at this place called Sanctuary, and they take Shane inside. And when Shane goes inside, he sees people working, and they kind of don't look that dangerous, but in reality, the saviors are. And Negan sees Shane, and Negan starts, teasing Shane. He's just full-on teasing Shane. And Negan would force Shane to become a savior. And Shane doesn't really have a choice here, or he'll get killed. And the scene shifts to Rick giving a speech close to a walker horde. And Rick says that they have to lead the horde away. And Rick and his team go to lead the horde away, but this time their plan works out. But that's what Rick thinks, because Shane has told Negan about the group, and for now, Negan sends a couple of his saviors, and they see the horde. And since Shane told them, where the group are, Alexandria, they lead the horde there. And the group don't know about this, and they think they've done a good job and just go back to Alexandria. And they get to Alexandria safe and sound. And Maggie opens the gates for them, and she asks, "Did the plan work out?" And did the plan work out and stuff? And meanwhile, Eric rushes to the gates of Alexandria because Eric was out getting supplies, and he gets in Alexandria and tells everyone the horde is still after them. And Rick would reply, they lead the horde away. They saw the horde going away. And it's just simply not possible. But they have to deal with it now. But before they can react, the wolves attack Alexandria, and they corner Reg and stab him straight in the stomach, killing Reg. And Deanna screams in horror, and she rushes towards the wolves, and Deanna tries fighting, but the wolves overpower her easily, and they end up killing Deanna, sadly. The horde breaks in Alexandria, and they end up killing T-Dog. T-Dog gets bitten, and T-Dog T-Dog basically gets demolished by the walkers, and the group cannot do anything. The leader of the wolves, Owen, ends up running away, and he ends up hiding in one of the towers in Alexandria. And a bullet comes flying through the air inside Alexandria and hits someone straight in the head. It's Andrea who dies, and it's the saviors that the bullet comes from. The saviors attack Alexandria, and everywhere it's just all-out war. There's blood, there's everything, everything is just filled with war over here. And Alden sees that the saviors are wrong, so Alden betrays the saviors by killing Justin. And Arat sees that Alden just killed Justin, and she rushes towards Alden, and Alden stabs her with his spear, and he stabs her straight in the heart, which kills Arat. And Shane has his gun on Merle, and Merle has his gun on Shane. So these two are just aiming at each other before. That's when Daryl comes in and shoots Shane straight in the arm. And Shane isn't that injured by this, but it's a bullet to the arm, so it has to hurt. And we see Ben rushing towards Negan, but Negan ends up shooting Ben with his pistol, and that kills Ben. Since Gabriel has gotten his character development much sooner, he ends up stabbing Negan in the leg, but Negan ends up escaping from Gabriel. And the Horde are taken out, and also all the wolves are taken out as well, except Owen, but Owen's hiding. Anyways, the saviors make the group kneel. And Negan would end up saying he's gonna kill all of you one by one. And it's basically like the lineup, but Negan's gonna kill the whole group here. But we know that the whole group's not gonna die. A couple people are. And the first person Negan's gonna kill is Abraham. He looks Negan straight in the eyes, and Negan is saying to the group, say your goodbyes to each other, because none of you are gonna make it out. And then Negan swings his bat on Abraham's head, and the group can just watch on. They can't do anything else. And Abraham tells Negan to suck his nuts, like in the original. I'm not trying to be weird, but that's what he said in the original. And after swing, Abraham's head is gone. And after that, Negan starts taunting the group over Abraham's dead body. And he's selecting who to be his next victim. And that's when the scene shifts to Jesus. And remember, the group haven't met him yet. And he sees Alexandria, and he sees there are saviors inside. He goes inside, and Aaron sees that Jesus is inside, because remember, Aaron is kind of the guy who can see everything. Jesus runs towards the saviors and stabs Michonne in the heart with an arrow, which kills Michonne. And Jesus is with another person, and Jesus, who is that person with Jesus? It's a guy called Ezekiel, and he hasn't came alone. He has a whole community with him, and the saviors have to retreat, and the saviors kind of, they escaped, because that's what the saviors did in season 7, and we're only in season 6. And Jesus would tell the group that he comes from another community called Hilltop, and this is Hilltop's ally kingdom, and the leader is Ezekiel. And Ezekiel would probably say something like, "It's a pleasure to meet you," because Ezekiel was a nice guy. And Rick would ask Jesus who's like the leaders around the kingdom, and in which Jesus would reply, well, let me tell you. The main leader, Ezekiel, Ezekiel's pet tiger Shiva, Ezekiel's friend Jerry, and Ezekiel's other friend Diane, and another friend of Ezekiel, Richard, and Ezekiel's younger son Henry, and Ezekiel's older son Benjamin. And that's where I'll be leaving things off for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye-bye!